Welcome to Archangel Revelations and Prophecies 444. This person has asked for the 5 angel card questions, so we're going to do that. Okay, now with this person, they told me they didn't have their time of birth. I told them I would ask the Archangels. That video is here on this channel, Archangel Revelations and Prophecies 444. It's one of the videos I recently did, so whatever, just say the last 6 videos. If it's a natal chart analysis, it's probably one of hers. I just don't have time to look up the title. But you do see me say that she didn't give me the birth date. So I asked the Archangels. And the first, because I haven't done this in a while, so the first card that came out was Raphael to say, "Don't worry, everything, we got this." And that's all just a lot of stuff going on in my life. So that's really what he was saying. Don't worry, you can trust us. Then the second card came out was that Kyle, that's a Gemini, represents the 3rd house. Third card that came out was Azrael, that's 10, the 10th house. And then Michael, which I always use Michael as a sun card, which is AM. So I just said 3:10 AM based on what they told me. And then she told me that her birthday was, she knew it was like 3 AM, but she wasn't sure at the time. So she just didn't tell me, but she said I was correct. So that's all credit to the Archangels. Now the reason why I'm telling you that is because this card wanted to come out, even though it's coming out a little early, but I could tell this card definitely wanted me to start off this reading with this card. So I wanted to talk about it. And then Raziel with the dove. Spiritual understanding, and he's the Leo. I am bringing you esoteric information and symbols and helping you understand spiritual truths. Now, in cases like this, when these cards come out, it's good to, know what cards they come out and what zodiac sign they correspond with. Because for this particular reading, if this person wants to, they can be making a note of this. And they could look it up on a natal chart even more. Now, people do more with their readings, and I can go more in depth. But that's totally up to that person if they request that. The main thing is to find out the cards, the zodiac signs, what they correspond with, and you can go right back to your natal chart, because that's what he's telling you to do. Go back to anywhere you see Leo, or even your 5th house, which is ruled by Leo, and he's giving you information. So I'm sending a special message from Raziel with the dove. Whenever you see that dove, it's very important. Spiritual understanding. And correspond with Leo. And I'm the Leo as well. See what happens, I'll be totally honest with you. And I see it. Like I said, I was in a position I could have just stayed out here and milked people, but I didn't come out here to milk people. I came out here to, I've always been that way. I fight bullies. Like, a bully might try to bully me, I would never fight back. But if I see him bullying somebody else, I would go fight him. I'm always trying to make people strong, but unfortunately, we live in a world that keeps people dumbed down, and most people are comfortable that way. And that's a fact. And they get mad at me for telling them the truth, but again, I'm a lion. And right now, even if you look at your space chart, the universe has a true north node in Leo with Mars. And it may have changed, maybe it did, maybe it didn't, but the fact was, the universe was using that lion energy to tell the truth and not be afraid, not going to back down. So that's what this is about, and people don't get it. Why your marriages fail? Because you're a coward. You make an oath to be with somebody. As soon as things don't go your way, you back up. Or as soon as a problem comes down, you back up. So there's a lot of cowards out there. In the same way, they say that they want to go to astrology, they want to go to the stars. But I want to tell you a little secret. Anything will always be spirit. And one thing about spirit, it does deal with a lot of truth. And if you can't handle the truth, you won't handle your readings. Or some people don't have any confidence yet, so they want to nickel and dime everything. What Raziel is saying is get that spiritual understanding. I'm bringing you esoteric information and symbols, helping you understand spiritual truths. It's that Leo energy, the same energy that's in the universe right now. Or at least it was when it was in the true north node, was in Leo with Mars. And it's telling you that this is what you should be into, spiritual understanding. And you will have the finances you need to get the understanding you need. But you have to trust in the angels or the spirit. And like I said, a lot of people won't. So that's what it's really about. But more people are more comfortable with just the same old social media. They're on social media to talk to everybody, make friends, and they're missing their whole purpose and missing their whole point in their life. Or if they get somebody to help them, either a card reader or a psychic or an astrologer, whatever, whoever they get to help them, it can't be. They want somebody to talk to them like they're still a little kid, but you're a grown adult. And you have to understand, the more you toughen up and the more the person you're dealing with toughens up, the better off you'll have a chance of making a relationship. Because you know everything is not going to be peachy and keeny. There'll be challenges. You have to be mature enough to deal with that. So as long as people look at astrology or tarot cards or psychics, as long as they look at all that natal charts, as long as they look at that from a childish mentality, then it's never going to work. You have to look at it from a mature mentality. And then that's when you realize if spirit is talking to you, then spirit's going to make sure you have what you need to get the information you need. That's the spiritual message from Raziel. Now we're going right into her first question. She's asking about a person who will remain confidential. It is 234. Isn't that wonderful? 234. Synchronicity. August 29th, 2017, Tuesday afternoon. Dear Archangels, will she and he ever reconcile? So that's a tough one because you're asking two questions almost. And I'm not saying that for any particular reason. I'm just saying to ask the angels, you want to be perspective. Because could we reconcile and communicate? It's two different questions, two different things. Because you might communicate, but you may never reconcile. And of course, if you reconcile, you would have to communicate. So you have to ask it specifically because Michael says crystal clear. And that's why I tell people you can't nickel and dime it. Any question you really want answered, you have to ask it. But you can't nickel and dime it. Because otherwise, not saying she did that, but I'm making a point. You'll try to push it all in. You're like you'll have a question, it'll be like 4 different questions in one question. So you can't nickel and dime it. You got to get out of that third dimensional thinking. And that's for anybody. Okay, so we're going to ask this question. Dear Archangels, will she and him ever communicate again? Will she and him ever communicate again? I'll be back with their answers. 5 cards pulled. Now, another reason why Raziel, I'm not saying this is the case, but another reason why Raziel may have come out is because, let's just say she's pursuing a guy that's a Leo. That's his sign, or it could be his moon sign, sun sign, ascendant. It could even be his medium coeli. Or maybe he just has a Leo personality, Leo energy. That could be him talking through the card. Because I've seen that before. But that's why I said this is something you have to really believe in, and it's not something you can be cheap about. Because you're actually cutting your hands short. But I've been out here a long time, not just with the cards or with astrology or natal charts, but just I understand human nature and I understand the energy of this world we're in. And you have to learn how to live and let live. Because I'm always going to be what God called me to be. And some people can deal with it, some people can't. But I can't stop. I can't water down because people like a watery life. Because there's going to come a time when God's going to hit you with challenges. And that's why you have so many divorces and separations and adultery and immorality and everything. Because people don't want to grow up. They want to keep sneaking around like little snakes and missing the point. And then they don't realize for every action there's going to be a reaction. And like once you do that kind of stuff, now you got bad karma. Which is why you see a lot of people with a lot of auras on their natal chart. Because these people ran. And it's funny how aura starts with run. With aura, ran starts with aura. They ran in the past life, and now karma hits them in this life, and they still got to face it, or they're gonna. It's a sad state of affairs. So be glad you have a person who's like a big brother that tries to wake you up. And that's what Jesus did, because Jesus was the Lion of Judah. There goes that Leo energy again. Okay. 4 cards pulled. I might have said 5, but it's actually 4 cards pulled. Will they ever communicate again? First card, Uriel. You know what to do. Trust your inner knowledge and act upon it without delay. So he's saying you already know, and you know inside of your inner knowledge or your intuition. You know what to do. Next card, Jophiel. She says get outdoors. She represents Libra. And that is a relationship card. Libra. Go outside, get some fresh air, and connect with nature to relieve stress, and gain new creative ideas. Next card, Raziel. Raziel again. So you have a connection to Raziel or that Leo energy. And he really wanted to talk to you, because that card definitely wanted to talk to you earlier. Clairvoyance. I am helping you, your spiritual sight, to awaken fully so you can see heavenly love. So your spiritual sight has got to awaken more so you can see heavenly love. Next card, Claire. So you have these skills. You have clairvoyance. You have claircognizance. This is Uriel again. This is Uranus or Aquarius. Claircognizance. Pay attention to your thoughts and ideas that come to you, as they are answered prayers. So again, Uriel is definitely helping you, especially with your intuition, your inner self, claircognizance. Raphael, Jophiel is saying get outdoors, get fresh air, connect with nature to relieve stress and gain new creative ideas. And then Raziel is helping you with your spiritual understanding. He's also teaching you heavenly love. Dear Archangels, as stated in the natal chart reading, is this gentleman the person she spent her past life with, or a past life with? I'll be back with the answers. All right. 4 cards pulled. Raziel says it again. So you definitely have a connection to Leo energy. So however you go about finding out more information, but he's directing you back to your chart just to let you know what's going on. Whatever Leo, 5th house is ruled by Leo, and wherever Leo is, and this person who's important to you may be a Leo or have Leo energy, sun sign Leo, moon sign Leo, ascendant Leo, medium quality Leo. But Raziel is saying take back your power, use your God-given power and intention to manifest blessings in your life. So you still definitely got a connection to that Leo energy. And somebody might say, what if that person is a Leo? They might be the same thing. Could be them, but there seems to be another person trying to communicate with you. Now you have Xenophon says victory. Your prayers have been heard and answered. Have faith. And Xenophon represents Pisces, and Pisces does deal with karma, the 12th house. Next card. Haniel, and they go to doves again. Moon cycles. Notice how the moon affects your energy and manifestations, and capitalize upon these cycles. And usually the moon and reincarnation go hand in hand. Next card, Xenophon again. We angels bring you gifts from your creator. Open your arms to receive. So we already ascertained you had spiritual gifts as well. Give me a second. All right. Dear Archangels, what is the core reason that she and her mother tend to clash at certain times? I'll be back with their answers. All right. 3 cards pulled. Metatron. Virgo. I know Virgo energy can be critical. I don't know if that's the answer, but Virgo, he says, prioritize. Focus on your highest priorities. I will keep you organized and motivated. So one thing you can take from that is it might be some Virgo energy going on, because that can be a very, very detailed, critical energy. But also, he's kind of telling you to focus on your priorities. Don't focus on somebody else's. Because too many people is, oh, my father. Everybody, we all on this planet, all of us are messed up. So sometimes, why did my mother do this? Because she got issues just like you do. Why did my father do that? Because he got issues just like you do. So when you realize that you don't hold such a like the emotions, sometimes it's a guilt thing, sometimes it's an anxiety thing. Oh, why did she love my sister but didn't love me? Because she's crazy. I mean, it's not that difficult. Only if you want to spend your whole life feeling a certain way, you'll do it. Just like there's people that go through hard circumstances and they somehow they get up and keep running anyway. They run forward. And there's people that go through hard circumstances and their whole life they want to keep looking backwards. Oh, my daddy threw me through a glass table, whatever. But that was 20 years ago. We understand it was hard and the terrible situation have happened. But you got to realize you got to get up and keep moving, because this whole world is effed up. So you got to learn how to just be that shining light in this kind of like a dark world that we're in. And you do that. That's why I said the best thing you can do is get the spiritual help through stuff like this. But some people might need counseling. Some people might just go to a support group. There's ways of getting help. But even he's saying, Metatron is saying, focus and prioritize. Focus on your highest priorities. I will help you get organized and motivated. And another way of looking at that card is saying is that person, if it's Virgo energy, they may actually be, in their mind, they're trying to help. They're trying to help you get focused and motivated. Next card, Comfort, is Azrael. This is the same person that came out. I think it was the same card. I'm not sure. Let me see now. That one I'll check out. Yo, because the last time Zach Kyle came out, and Zach Kyle said clairaudience. So you definitely have gifts. That's why they're trying to encourage you to focus more on your gifts and use your gifts. Yep. Azrael came out before with comfort. So now he's coming out again. Azrael is also the card of heavenly relatives. Your relatives. It says heavenly love. Your relatives in heaven are showing you good love. Receive the love. In other words, focus on that. There's people helping you. Focus on people that are in the spirit realm helping you. Don't just focus on why is this way or why is this that way. So Azrael is 10. He's also the 10th house, but he also can be career and reputation. He says, I'm with you in your time of need, helping your heart to heal. Breathe is Raphael again. Take several deep breaths and exhale slowly to awaken your energies and to release old patterns. Okay, you're asking, would it be a good idea to cut contact with this other gentleman, knowing that he will be moving away soon? All right, so all they need is this, because they already know all that other stuff. Dear Archangels, would it be a good idea to cut contact with him? And they know who I'm talking about. Okay, I'll be back. 4 cards pulled. First card, Azrael again. So for some reason, I just get the feeling that this Capricorn energy is associated with this gentleman. The second one, the one you just asked about. It says counselor, Azrael being a Capricorn. You are a natural counselor, and many people benefit from your guidance and reassurance. Second card, Michael, crystal clear intentions. Be clear about what you desire and focus upon it with unwavering faith. So you got to be clear about what you desire. Like a lot of people sometimes, and I think Michael was the card that came out before too. He was the one that came out for AM. So he's kind of giving you a wake up call. All right, let me see. Michael the Archangel is giving you a reality check. Yep. Crystal clear intentions. So you got to know. Because what happens sometimes, like me, I kind of outgrown this planet. I really have. I've been here way too long. But just this is just an illustration. But a female, you kind of like her, she kind of likes you, but she's kind of still holding on to something over here. And so that makes you start to pull back. But then she looks at you like, well, he can't be serious about me, because why is he pulling back? But it's not that he's not serious about you. You're not serious about yourself. Like, because I've dated females, and the first thing out of their mouth is, I'm always going to love this. Now, the guy will be with somebody else. He'll be in a relationship with another female. He'll have children with her. But this female is still talking about him. She hasn't let it go yet. And it's okay. That's okay that she didn't let it go. That's not what I'm mad about. But why are you talking about it to me when you see me taking up my time to be interested in you? So it's kind of like a smack in the face. And like I said, what I've learned, this is why I stay away from this stuff. Because you have to have a lot of patience. And sometimes I don't want a lot of patience. You know, because you're going to have the same type of patience for me if you see my bad side. And usually people don't. So you start to play this game, and like I said, it stays on a third grade level, or like a junior high school, early high school level. But that's just life. That's the way it is. But what Michael is saying, you have to have crystal clear intentions, be clear about what you desire, and focus upon it with unwavering faith. So that's how these things, whatever's going on in your life, is going to manifest itself in a better, more mature way, because you're crystal clear. You focusing on it with intentions, and then through your intentions, focusing on your intentions, working to make your intentions manifest. That's how they manifest, and you have to have unwavering faith on it. In it. So you definitely got you have a Capricorn thing going on, kind of. And Michael's telling you have to be clear about it, because you can't expect somebody else to be clear if you're not clear. Next card. Wow, Chamuel came. Career transition. And it's funny because Capricorn is your career and reputation. So now Michael, Archangel Chamuel comes out and says your life purpose is triggering blessed career change. Then that's not always a literal career, but it's a change. So it says your life purpose. Now I'm going to tell everybody, and I can't stress this enough. It's only so much I can do that and any person with a gift that you're going to that can do. And you guys get mad at me when I tell you the truth, but I've always been that way, so I'm not going to change. But this is all about really working with the spirit realm to get your life in order. But you got to grow up in different ways. You have to grow up. You can't stay at a third grade level or junior high school level, because you're not a third. You're a grown adult. So you have to learn how to function. You have to learn how to conduct yourself, how to act, how to relate to another person. And these archangels teach you that. Because it's not like I just come out. I say what the card says for the most part. So that's what they're trying to teach you. So you meet a lot of people that for whatever reason, maybe they're trying to see what I really know. But you really can't lie to the archangels. And even if you did, what does that mean? Oh, I caught you. Ah, ha, ha. So what does that mean that you caught me? Ha, ha. What does that mean? I never came out here and said I was infallible. I never said, hey, I'm the Pope, because he thinks he's infallible. I never said that. I'm trying to help people. I don't have time for games. I know this works. It works for me. It works for all the people I deal with. So when you're coming, look at it more like you really want help. You want them to help you. Because you have to have, like he said, you can't have, yeah, it has to be crystal clear. It can't be confused. Oh, I like this guy, but I also like this guy, but I also like that guy. Because then you're driving archangels crazy. And I knew a person like that. They had like 4 or 5 different guys. And then they're upset because their reading isn't as precise as it could be. Of course it's not going to be as precise. You got like 5 guys. But it could still get through, but you would have to actually ask specific questions on each person and be patient. So you have people that don't give you full information, and then they're a little upset. Well, how? I didn't know that. You didn't never mentioned it. I never said like, oh, let me just think about you and I know your whole life. I never said I don't have that kind of skill. I don't even think I want that kind of skill, because to me that's too much power. I don't want to be able to look at people and be able to tell their whole lifestyle or who they've been with and stuff. That's none of my business. So basically, you ask your questions and let the archangels answer you. But they have to be, like he's saying, crystal clear. They have to be specific. So Chamuel corresponds with Taurus. In my opinion, key word is life purpose. And I'm just going to say some type of change. I'll read it again. Your life purpose is triggering a blessed career change. And I just got finished telling you it doesn't necessarily have to be a literal career. It could be a change in circumstances. Next card, relationship harmony. See, that gets a little bit more intense. And this is Raguel Sagittarius. And again, you would look at your natal chart. Relationship harmony. We angels are opening the hearts of everyone involved. Arguments and conflicts are being resolved now. So it's either talking about whatever two guys she mentioned, either of the guys. I don't even want to say their initials, but either the two gentlemen she's talking about. That's what this reading was really getting down to the bottom at. Because Chamuel deals with your spiritual soulmate, which is your life purpose in this life. So that's what he was doing. Like I said, I was able to look at your chart more. Maybe I can get more insight. And then Raguel said a relationship harmony. That these things are being resolved right now. But the question was, basically, should you cut off because of moving away? So Raguel might be saying, we're going to work that out. Anything that would be separate y'all, he's working out to resolve it. And when Chamuel says change, it could be a change of anything. Could be a career change, but it could just be a change of the situation. Change how you're viewing the situation and things like that. But it looks like what they're trying to tell you is Raziel and Chamuel appear to be working in this matter with this second gentleman. But you still got some type of war going on between Leo energy and Capricorn energy. And remember, Michael, the Archangel, he's more related to the sun than any other anything else. So even though they don't say it, but he's still got that Leo energy too. Because he represents, his name means who is like God, who is like the image of God, who is like unto God, who is like the image of God. Which means that image of God is the Lion of Judah, which is Leo energy. So that's what I'm trying to say. You definitely have some type of Leo Capricorn energy going on. And if I had these people's natal charts, I could tell you what it is. So, final question. Dear Archangels, has she met her twin flame yet? Has she met her twin flame yet? The word she tried to use was encounter, but you don't want to say that. Because with twin flame, y'all could be in the same location, same building, and never meet. It's an energy thing. And things that we don't understand in third dimension, but it's an energy thing. So you want to know if you ever met your twin, not if you encountered them yet, because that word is too wide range. If you understood soul energy and stuff like that, even in your dreams, that could be encountering your twin. So, has she met the Archangels? Has she met her twin flame yet? I'll be back with the answers. 2 cards drawn. First card, Metatron, which is that Virgoing in. Chakra clearing. Call upon Metatron to clear and open your chakras using sacred geometric shapes. Next card, Ariel. Be courageous and stand up for your beliefs. So We did Ariel, and I think when we did your chart, we went into Aries. Ariel is ruled by Aries, your first house, and we went into your soulmate thing. So whatever was going on there. I'm gonna try to take a quick look at that. Okay, and that's also your true north node, and it's Aquarius. Yeah, so Uranus, because Uranus did show up a lot in your reading. Uriel. And it's funny because Ariel and Uriel, they are so much alike because they always say you go do it. Like they're very bold. They'll jump into stuff. So that's the answer you got. Let's see. Metatron, Virgo, chakra clearing, Ariel, Aries. Be courageous and stand up for your beliefs. Courage. And she answered correctly because we said that true north node usually has to do with your soul purpose in this life. We examined that. All right, that's going to conclude this. Again, still contact me for any type of intuitive, numerology, anything with the spirit realm, astrology, cards. So for phone consultation, you can contact me for the price list. Everything is out here. God bless.